All right, good Monday morning, everybody. We are live talking about the weather this week. Expect warmer weather through Wednesday, and then our cold front arrives on Thursday, bringing in a chance at rain. We're going to dive deep into the forecast, show you what the models are saying, and also the hour by hour as this next weather system arrives. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. We'll be talking about this for the next 15 minutes or so, just before the noon show here on Ken's 5. But yeah, so big change this week will happen between Thursday evening and Friday morning. And it looks like all day Thursday will be on and off fog and light rain, mist, drizzle. Kind of some damp and gloomy and gray weather on Thursday, and then things start to improve by Friday night and by next weekend, or at least this weekend, as temperatures cool down significantly from the 80s between now and Thursday to the lower to middle 60s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So while that's not incredibly cold and not as strong as the cold front last week, it is still a major cool down expected with a much needed chance for rain in our area. And earlier this weekend, we did fall back. We gained an hour of sleep, and that means earlier sunrise and sunset, which a lot of people like and some people don't. But the earlier sunset does make it feel a lot shorter in regarding daylight. You'll see tonight's sunset will be around 5:45, and by Thanksgiving, 5:36. So it'll be even earlier in just a couple weeks. And by the middle of December, sunrise will be a little later and sunset will be around the same time, 5:36, 5:35. So big takeaway between now and the middle of next month, middle December, is that days will gradually, eventually getting shorter, and we'll only pick up about 10 and a half hours of daylight between now and the middle of next month. So enjoy it. It's that time of year where, again, the days just feel shorter, and they are. And the shortest day of the year, as a matter of fact, is December 21st, the first day of winter. But let's not jump far ahead. We're still in fall, and as a matter of fact, this year has been pretty productive in rain. We're still behind, though. And also this month typically produces about 2 inches of rain on average in San Antonio specifically. And by the end of the month, by Thanksgiving, average lows are in the 40s and average highs are in the 60s. And that just shows you that November is a nice and very comfortable month with cooler weather on the way through the end of November. Let's make sure we double check this before we get started and before we get going. So temperatures right now lower to middle 70s. Winds are from the south and southwest at 13 miles an hour. Temperatures are mild and they'll be in the 80s today, which is warmer than average for November, as you saw in those numbers. Typical average high this time of year is around 77. We'll be around 82 to 83 this afternoon. Under mostly clouds, and temperatures are already up to 80 in Beeville and some of our southern counties. Again, we'll be up to 83. Here's your timeline for your Monday. Should be mostly dry. The clouds may look like they're going to produce rain, but I guarantee you today will be mostly dry. Sunrise around 6:51 this morning, and then sundown around 5:44 tonight. And the big takeaway from this pattern, I would say between now and Wednesday, is the increasing moisture and cooler temperatures in the overnight. Overnight lows will stay in the 60s though, so it'll actually be pretty mild because it should be a little cooler this time of year. So we're in a warmer pattern. And by tomorrow morning, just like the previous mornings, there will be fog around. So anticipate that, prepare for that tomorrow morning. Visibility around the area from the Hill Country to San Antonio to I-35 to some of our eastern and southeastern counties towards Gonzales, Victoria, Cuero, and Carson City. There will be some areas of reduced visibility tomorrow morning, down to about a half a mile, if not around a quarter mile in some localized pockets around the metro and around the region. So prepare for that tomorrow morning. And notice cloud cover is more abundant here in the city and also south of Bexar County, south of I-10. It's clear up in West and North Texas. And notice how active the weather is away from the state. So you can see if you're traveling anywhere from Chicago towards the Midwest and Northeast, there's a pretty large storm system that is generating a lot of rainfall for areas near Toronto, moving into parts of New York and Pennsylvania. And on the northern side of that system, a lot of snowfall. So it shows you this time of year that these systems move off the mountain ranges of southern Canada, of northwestern United States, and they move eastward, and this is what the result is. Some storm weather and some snowfall for that part of the country. And this will only get stronger and continue through December and January and for February. So our weather will be pretty quiet for this week. I would say between now and Wednesday, it just gets warmer, highs in the middle to upper 80s. Some sunshine through tomorrow and Wednesday. And our weather really not influenced by much. We're kind of in the middle of between systems. So you can see a ridge of high pressure out to the Gulf of Mexico, and then a digging area of low pressure out near the desert southwest. And what that's going to do is impact our weather on Thursday. So basically warm and dry between now and Thursday, at least now and Wednesday, and then Thursday as this cold front pushes in, looking like Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, they'll touch off light to moderate rain at first, and then a few storms will be possible Thursday night into Friday morning. So here's the timeline. Thursday evening, cold front starts to arrive, and on the backside of this system, it will produce some winter weather farther north into the Panhandle, Lubbock, Amarillo. So if you have any friends or family up in far North Texas and towards the Panhandle near Amarillo, that's where some winter weather will be Thursday night and Friday morning. For here in San Antonio, temperatures will drop into the 60s and 50s Friday morning and Friday afternoon, and then here comes a pretty good chance at rain into pre-dawn Friday morning hours, and then the moisture should exit and move out by Friday night, just in time for weekend plans. So the rain chance is not very long. It'll pretty much between Thursday morning and early Friday, and then again, the rain should move out by the latter half of Friday afternoon. And then behind it, of course, gusty winds from the north around 20 to 30 miles an hour. So Friday will be cloudy with some morning showers and storms, and then skies will slowly clear, and then the colder air will build in on the backside of that cold front. Rain totals, I would say highest rain will be out east towards Victoria, Houston, southeast Texas, and towards the Texas Gulf Coast. Around the San Antonio region, between about 1/10 to an inch of rainfall. Big rule of thumb with this next system, highest rain totals east and less rain accumulation out west towards Rock Springs, Uvalde, Del Rio, Eagle Pass, San Antonio, around 1/4 of an inch of rain, mainly Thursday morning into early Friday morning for about 24 hours. That's our best rain chance in the city. And you can see here on the 7-day forecast, temperature is pretty warm, middle to upper 80s through Wednesday. And then here comes the cool down Thursday into Friday, rain, clouds, very gloomy weather Thursday into Friday. And then skies clear Friday evening, just in time for the last weekend of Wars Fest, if you're going to celebrate that. Friday night should be fine. That 80% chance at rain you're looking at is mainly Friday morning and Friday early afternoon. I think the system actually clears a little faster than that. But the best chance at rain Friday will be early in the morning. Temperatures falling from 80 to 66 on Friday, 68 on Saturday and Sunday, with likely morning temperatures pre-dawn, early hours, upper 40s, lower 50s. So it's going to get cold again. And then it'll be nice and cool in the afternoons. It is still like that now, but towards 2, 3, and 4 p.m., it does get pretty warm in the afternoon. So that's your 7-day forecast. Of course, Virginia and Belinda, hope you're having a wonderful Monday and Monday morning. So warm and humid weather through Wednesday. Anticipate more patchy fog in the morning hours, so leave a little extra early to get where you're going, especially tomorrow morning and early Wednesday. And then here comes the rain, the change, and some cooler weather Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and for Sunday. So something to keep in mind as the weather gets a little bit more active by the end of the week for November 9th and November 10th. We'll leave it on the forecast a little longer, guys. Have a wonderful Monday. We'll see you at Kent's 5 News at noon for the latest on everything around San Antonio. Tune in, and we'll see you later. Have a wonderful Monday.